First skidoo on the channel. All right, we're here working on Greg's One Lung Racer today. Greg, you want to tell the people what exactly we're working on?
Well, it's a 72 Elan with a 71 340 TNT engine and a 71 Blizzard hood.
I noticed this is like an angle plug engine with the normal 14 millimeter threads, so...
Yeah, it should be, I think, what, 26 horse, I think they are.
Oh, that's pretty
24
healthy.
horse, somewhere in there.
Holy cow. So, what do we got to do today? I know the track drives aren't in it yet.
Mount the aluminum chain case.
Okay.
And put the track back in. And
we going to fire it today?
Possibly. I haven't fired this engine yet. It's supposed to be rebuilt.
Well, we'll at least do a spray bottle on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get at it.
Let's go.
All right. So the first thing we got to do... Here, come around the other side, Greg. So the first thing we got to do is grind all this paint off before we try to weld it. So to get the bracket back... Greg doesn't have the holes drilled yet, but to get the bracket back in the right spot, we're just going to get this right at 12 3/8 to this little notch here. It's like a half a bolt hole, which will be more than accurate enough considering we still got to drill the holes after we're done. So that's step one, clearing off the paint. I suppose this comes off pretty easy, does it?
What's that? Yep, that's why I put...
Oh, let's yank that out of there. Flip it over or whatever. Yeah, that'll be better.
So I put the pin there just for
I like the pin.
temporary.
All right, there it is, all welded in. Ground clamps not hiding anything ugly. No, that's not what's going on. That's pretty fancy, Greg, with the paint. Looking over Greg's sled, more signs of my expert welding. I remember now we extended these handlebars a while ago. It'll hold. It ain't pretty, but it'll hold. We didn't shoot a video at the time, but Greg and I did these. And you can see these outside flanges are brand new. You could still get them for a skidoo, which means you could still get them for a skedaddler because it's exactly the same piece. We kind of had to use the cutting torch to get the old ones off. But everything went good, and these are good. These brand new drivers, these are good drivers. This thing's going to last a long time.
Until it breaks.
Until it breaks, Greg says. All right, this is Greg's clutch gauge. Here, you want to hold the clutch up? We'll show him how it works. Put the secondary in there. So Greg made that from an existing sled. And I just got to say that, maybe we didn't get the angle iron perfect. It could have been this way another half an inch. But note that this is slotted like a Polaris Colt. So there's plenty of adjustment there for an 1/8 inch off or something. No big deal. I'll show you what we're doing. So these two holes landed like right on the edge. There were some oval holes here. So we had to cut this off, put the case back up again, re-index it, and re-drill them. We got this one done nice and clean through. This one we got it dimpled. And what we ended up using was this lathe center drill bit. Lathe center bit. Just because it's short and we're using it in the 90-degree drill here. The tunnel's already on, or I'd just puncture that lower one and we drill it from the inside of the tunnel. In fact, that is what we're going to do. We're just going to puncture that one, and then we'll tip the sled up on the side, and we'll drill that one out from the inside. So we're getting there. All right, we've been working at this for a while. Show them the adjustment, Greg. So you can see the chain case is slotted. The holes in the chassis are not. And we got enough adjustment to get tight up to the gauge and let her out. And we got, I mean, there's adjustment both ways from where it was. So that ought to be plenty enough to get the belt tension right.
I think so.
I'm happy with it. This one down here, come around and show you. There's a carriage bolt on there because of the gas tank. So we just took a little square file and filed that whole square, obviously, for the carriage bolt. The rest of them are just regular hex bolts. So there we go. That's a big mod for a one-lunger, Greg.
I'm ready.
I've been doing some machine work here for Greg. So we've got a juice brake, Polaris juice brake caliper fitting on there. So what I had to do was, it's got these spacers on each side. I had to shave these down to 200 thousandths, 0.2 of an inch thick. And then I took 30 thousandths off the bolts just to be safe. But it works. And as you can see, it clears with about 60 thousandths of space. And the bracket doesn't touch even when it's shoved all the way over. So I'm going to call that a success. So Greg is going to get some Polaris juice brakes on this thing. Kelsey Hayes. Well, this is from a 1976 Polaris TX. So what else are you doing?
Master cylinders off 72 Blizzard.
Okay. You getting your clutch aligned?
Well,
sorta.
Trying to get the chain case aligned right now.
Okay.
Kind of straight. And...
Well, it's coming along.
Yeah, putzing around.
All right. Well, there's your update, folks. All right, people. Even though the sled's far from done, we want to run it so you can hear it.
Whoop.
Need a plug wrench?
It's not tight, but it'll run.
All right. No gas tank yet, so this is the gas tank. And I'll be controlling the air-fuel mixture.
Let's give it a squirt.
That should be enough.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Oop.
You want me to hold it open? Smells great in here. Awesomeness. All right, let's close out the video. So, big thanks to Greg for bringing this over. Jason's being cameraman. The other Greg is hiding behind him. Don't worry, you'll see him when he runs the Wild Bill with us. Jason might run chase truck. They'll get on camera sooner or later if they didn't by accident. So, anyways, we hope you're enjoying a little bit of Skidoo content. This will be back again for another episode, and we'll get her finished up, and then we'll be racing.
Woohoo.
We're going to race around Greg's neighborhood, do some practicing, and then maybe we'll try to ride over to Bethel, and then maybe we'll go up to Sturgeon Lake.
Oh.
Well, Wintergreens, but we got to go up to Sturgeon Lake and pre-run the Wild Bill. So I'm yammering on, but hit subscribe if you haven't yet. We really appreciate you when you hit subscribe. And if you really like this stuff, check out the Patreon and consider supporting us there. The patrons, as you can see, they get their names up here on the screen, and they support us a little bit each month, and they get behind-the-scenes videos, and they get to see all the videos early, and they get to watch them ad-free over on Patreon, and we love you guys. So everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the trails.